Hi, everybody. My name is Jackie. For those of you who don't know me, I'm one of the coaches here on Team Pure Simple Fitness, and I agreed to do a quick little tutorial on the site slash webpage that you can use to customize some links to direct people to. It's called Linktree. So for those of you who use social media, which I think is everybody here, and don't have a blog or a website where you can easily direct people to be looking at various types of links, whether it's a form that you've created you want people to fill out, or maybe you want to direct them to your Facebook business page, or maybe you've created Google Docs or some sort of shareable document that you want to be able to provide easily to people and direct them to a specific place to easily click to that, you can use this site called Linktree. So especially if you're using Instagram, this is really actually originally created for Instagram users because you can only have one URL in your profile. This allows you to put various links on your profile via this one link. So again, if you're originally, a lot of people were using blogs or different websites that they might own, but not everybody has that and wants to create a full blog because it can be very time consuming and requires a lot of content. And if we really just want links to send people into different directions on the interwebs, then this is a super easy way to do that. So I have used Linktree for a while. I won't say that I have a lot of usage necessarily because I don't have a ton of traffic on my site at the time, but it's really, really easy to use. You can customize it in a bunch of different ways using the free option. There's also a paid option where you can upgrade and get different functionality, obviously improved functionality, better analytics, that sort of thing. But for those of us who are kind of starting out or just looking for something really simple as a way to direct, especially if you have Google Forms, for example, that you are using, or some sort of form that you're sending people to click here on this link to join a challenge group, or to apply to a challenge group, or to get information about coaching, or you can even put a link on there if you're running a free group, for example, on Facebook, and you want to direct people to be able to get directly to that free group link so that they can request to join the group. This is a super easy way to do that. So I'm going to share my screen and hopefully this works. Okay, so so Linktree, this is the site. So it's linktr.ee. And so you can click sign up for free. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. Gonna take a minute here. And so I've already got everything logged in. So basically it links directly to your Instagram profile. So what you're seeing on the page, there's the left half that says add a new button or link, and then my links, and those are all of, that just houses all of the potential links that you've added in there. And on the right hand side, it gives you a live preview of what your page would look like. So it's simply one page. When people go to click on your link, so mine is here at the top, Linktree, so tr.ee/JackieDBean. So I just use my Instagram profile name. That will bring them to this page that you can see where the little phone would show you exactly what they would see when they click on it. So on the left-hand side where it has my links, this is where you get to add. So if I want to add a new one, you just click that. It will give you a blank space. You then can easily type in the title of whatever you want to call it on your page that people would be seeing, and then you add the URL. Now, once you add the URL, you can, over here on the kind of right side of the link area, turn it on or off. And so when you turn it off and then turn it back on the far right side where you have the live preview, you will see that test link there. And I think if you actually click on it, it would bring you right to that page, so you can make sure that the URL you've provided works properly, because that's the key thing, obviously. Now, obviously, that's just a sample one that I made. So on the left side, right beside where I've got test, for each individual link, where it has the 3 little grayed out dots. You can click on that and drag. So if you want this one to be lower, for example, in your, so I've got a bunch of these turned off, so I have to bring it there. You can just put it in whatever order you want it to be in. So you might want to have the most up and coming thing at the top. Maybe you want to have coaching, sneak peek, link at the top, whatever that might be. You can customize it. And then on the right hand side, again, with your live preview, it will show you as you move things around how it will look. And it just makes it really easy to kind of adjust what people are seeing. So for example, I have a link. I did a free group, and breakfast was one of the topics, and I said that I would include the recipe I usually use for oatmeal. So I just decided to make it a PDF, and I just had added that option in here so anybody could click on my jazzy oatmeal recipe. So it's just a silly little thing, but it's sort of a little value added kind of free thing that people can access that they might see, you know, at least directs them to look at this page. And then once they're there, they might look at some of the other links and click on them as well. So as you can see on my site, I've got, right now, I'm going to close this one out actually because this group has just ended. So I had a free group running called School Lunches and Schedules, and in the title I said free mini challenge in August, and then this link took them directly to my Facebook group. So they would just click, you know, ask to join the group, and then I would see the notification to allow them into the group. And just a reminder on groups, if you have something like this where it's like kind of a public link and you don't necessarily just want anybody requesting, or you want to know who they are, you can also use the questions function on your Facebook groups as an administrator. So that's just a way you can ask like who people are, or how they found. You might even say like, how did you find this group? And that could be interesting for you to know. Did they find it through your Linktree site? Did they find it through just searching on Facebook for a certain type of group? Did they find it through an ad you posted, or somewhere where you shared it, or via a friend, whatever? So that's just another random side tip. I'm going to turn that one off because it is done now. And I'm going to turn test off because that's not real. So right now I just have those two things. So I'm going to actually move my fancy oatmeal to the bottom. So underneath each link where you've got the title and then the URL, there's a few buttons. Now most of these are really only for you if you have the Pro, the upgraded paid feature, which I believe is $6 a month. But if you click it, it will just tell you what it is. So this one is you can add a thumbnail. So if you want to add some sort of little photo, you can add it as a favorite or starred priority option. So I'm not really sure if that just makes it fancier looking maybe when you have it listed there. I'm not sure what that exactly does. You can schedule it with the Pro feature as well. So if you know all of your groups ahead of time and you've already set up, say, your private groups on Facebook, and you're like really scheduling things out in advance, you could throw it in here if you had the Pro feature. And if you're running a group in January, you could set up this link to activate for people to see it and click on it as of December 1st if you wanted. Again, because I have the free option, I don't do that, but you can even still build them out ahead of time, but you just have to manually come on back onto here on the administrative side to turn it on and off based on when your groups are happening. So that's just one thing you just need to remember, come back in here and make those updates if you don't have the Pro feature. Analytics. So right now with the free feature, you can see how many times a link has been clicked. So right now my oatmeal one has been clicked 0 times because I just put it on there and I shared it in my group. But if as people click it, you can see it. With the Pro feature, you can see when people have clicked it. So the days, I don't know if it shows you time of day as well, but it gives you a bit more of an idea of when people have clicked it. And then of course the garbage can means you can delete that link. So if you know that's something that you're never going to use again, you can simply delete it and then add more. But there are unlimited links for the free feature even. So if you want to have 20 different things on there, which would be really overwhelming, go nuts. But this is awesome if you have any other profiles, like even Pinterest, for example. I might just throw my Pinterest one on there, like follow me on Pinterest, because I've got different healthy recipes and stuff. And I don't use it a ton right now. I certainly haven't used it for business purposes at all, but it's something that's easy enough to do. And if that's functionality that you want to use. Or if you do happen to have a blog or some other, anywhere basically on the internet that you want to share, even if you have a Google folder, say on your Google Drive, you have a folder of common recipes or something that you want to make accessible to people, you could make that a link here. So it's really super customizable in that sense. At the top here, so you've got links, then it says settings, so you can change your settings here. Basically with the free version, it's just you can change the colors. I like that too. That's kind of one of my favorite colors, but you can make it a few different things. So there's extra theme colors, and then you can customize themes if you have the updated or the Pro feature, sorry. And then if you click on Pro, it just tells you the details. So yeah, $6 a month, which would be American, I guess. So free, you get unlimited links on your Linktree. You see the total number of times somebody's clicked it, and then you can pick from your limited option of themes. If you get the Plus or the Pro features, then just a lot more options. Again, some of the analytics. Another thing that does is in the Pro option that I kind of am curious about, but I'm going to look at other avenues because I've been thinking about this lately, is being able to collect email addresses. Capture your visitors' email addresses with email and newsletter sign-up integration. So that's something that I've been thinking about doing. I really haven't built an email list per se. I haven't even used email a lot for my business. I've primarily relied on, Facebook and Instagram Messenger systems. But I know that especially as you grow a business, really important to use emails. And so something like this would be a great way. You could say, click on the link in my bio, which would bring them here. And then you'd have a functionality that says, sign up for my newsletter or whatever it may be, or click here to request information about coaching, whatever it might be that you want to use. So you can just add lots of other real customized features if you have the Pro, but those, the analytics, if you're interested in that, but the email piece especially, I think is really nice. And also being able to schedule out the links when they go active and inactive is a nice little feature, especially if you are running a lot of groups or using different platforms. You want to just schedule everything out kind of at one fell swoop as much as possible. That would be pretty handy. Trying to think if there's anything else specific. So basically, otherwise, it's super, super easy, guys. So in Instagram, as you know, when you're doing stories, especially, you see a lot of people who have the swipe up feature, and that was only available to people who have, apparently the numbers changed, but it seems to be 10,000 followers or more, and or are verified. And I'm not sure, I haven't looked that up to know exactly what that requires or entails, but most people aren't either of those things. Or so if you don't have the swipe up feature, which would allow people to, as they swipe up, they get a redirect automatically to whatever website you put in there. So to your form, or to, if you're referring people to clothing that you bought or something. If you don't have that, this is a way to say, in your story, you can say, go to the link in my bio and click on the, link that says whatever, and it will just bring them to this page. So it's super, clean looking as far as I'm concerned. It's very, again, user friendly. Like, it's just really, really basic and so easy to use. And because it's free, might as well take advantage. So I hope that is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I hope that the screen share worked properly. And let me see here. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. You can just post it below here in the group or tag me or whatever, and I'd be happy to help you if I can. Otherwise, definitely think about using this feature if you haven't already got something useful as a link in your bio. By the way, I really do not recommend using your Beachbody retail site as your website in any of your profiles. That just will send people there, and then they may end up somehow getting off of your retail site, and you haven't actually had a chance to have a conversation with them to help customize, and have that community piece that we're really talking about and the actual support. So I would recommend, that's something you could include in your Linktree if you wanted. I don't currently have it, but it's certainly something if you wanted to have that link easily available to people, that it was there, and people might just accidentally click on it and buy something and not necessarily want to be in a challenge group or want to talk to you, but I think most people you'd rather be speaking to. So this is a great way to, have some other options available. And if you do, really want to have your retail site just widely available, then certainly you could use that as a link here, and anybody can access it when they need to. But you will also have a wide variety of other things that you could be directing people to in order to get in touch with you. So, all right, I hope that's helpful, guys. Have a great day, and I will chat with you soon.